Okay, so for me, I like to figure four a lot of the times. I have really long legs, so it's hard for me to just squeeze. Some people can do that, they have shorter legs, but for me it's difficult. I personally prefer the figure four. When Chris comes down on top of me here, there's lots of ways to think about this, okay? You'll hear an argument a lot, what's better, frames? And what I mean by frames is one arm's gonna frame the face, one arm's gonna frame the arm. And you'll hear me talk a lot about this being the way I prefer it, okay? You'll also hear a lot about underhooks and using the underhook like this and getting deeper, more of a sport way to think about it, okay? I wanna get away from this kind of disagreement or this way of thinking of what's better, underhooks versus frames. What you really need to think about is controlling the posture versus not controlling the posture. If Chris sits back right now, he can do pretty much whatever he wants, especially hit me. Okay? First thing to remember, I have to control his hands because I'm on bottom. So no matter what you're doing, hands is very important. His hands are what's going to control me, it's going to choke me, and it's going to hit me. So I need to control his hands. In this position, because my face is pointing this way, that one's the most important because that's the one he's going to hit me with. Okay? So when Chris comes down here, I'm always going to make sure that I'm controlling this hand. We're going to work from frames today, but I don't want you to get too caught up in that because I can easily wrap him this way and control his posture as well. He can't sit up because I'm holding him and I'm controlling his arm. Okay? So it doesn't have to be you're just grabbing it, but that's how we're going to work today. Once I have got control of posture, I'm controlling his posture right now and I'm controlling the hand, I can think about either transitioning, I can think about sweeping or submitting. But I can't do any of that until I get control of his posture and his hands in some way. Okay, does that make sense? So if he's smashing me flat on my back, like this, and your question is, Rick, how do I sweep him here? The answer is you don't. Okay, it is impossible. How do I submit him here? I can't. I have to build a frame and get him off of me, get onto my side, and block his hand first. Make sense? So until I've controlled the posture and have hand control, I can't do anything. Okay? The next thing I have to do is make enough space to move. Okay, right now, because of this frame here, I'm raising my elbow, which is giving me space in here. This is uncomfortable for Chris, so that makes him raise up, and this gives space. Okay? The first thing we're working on is getting back to full guard. I'm just going to transition. Okay? I'm going to unlock my legs. Right? When I do that, I don't want him to pass right away. So my right leg is going to step on the inside of his leg, and I'm going to hold it, and then I can pull this leg out. Okay? See how my right leg's holding his? That slows him down. I can't stay here for long. So I push up, and I'm going to shrimp backwards so I can pull this leg out and go back into full guard. Now I'm out. I'm just transitioning from half to full. Okay? Very simple, but it'll be the most important thing you ever learn how to do in half guard. Okay? I'm down, I have a figure four, I build my frames up and I get them high so there's space. This foot opens the ankle so that he can't move. I can shrimp, pull this leg out, and I'm in full guard. Make sense?